Okay, guys, so now I'm going to cover one of the most important topic of account receivable, that is called dunning. So first of all, I'll explain what is this dunning, what is this all about, and then we'll let you know how we are going to do the configurations and all. Okay, so guys, if we talk about dunning, the meaning of dunning is reminder, sending reminder, in the sense like if we take example, like say for example way back when the ERPs and other things were not there, in those days how people used to manage their account receivables. In account receivables, like of course they'll be having a lot of customers. Now if any organization is selling their goods on credit, so what will happen, they're going to give certain credit days, like after 30 days payment should be received from customer has, let's suppose, 90% of the customers are making payment on time, but there are 10% of the customers where we are not receiving the payment on time. There may be certain, due to certain reasons, some delays are there. It means after 30 days we have not received payment. Say for example, after 30 days also we have given a grace period of 5 days, in the sense like 30 days we expect that exactly after 30 days will receive the payment, but we said like on 38th day it may be possible that some national holidays are there, maybe after that some festivals are there where 2 days, 3 days, 4 days continuous holidays could be, it could be possible. So in order to avoid these kind of things, we have given additional grace days or grace period. So after 35 days we expect that okay, 38th, like after 30 days, whatever item, whatever the things, whatever product we have sold, that item is going to be treated as a due. It means customer has to make payment, and for making payment we have given them additional 5 days, that after you know from 38th to 35th, like from 30th to in between, we expect payment from customer side. Now even after crossing this 35th days also, if we have not received payment, then what to do? In that case, we have to remind the customer. So in those days, people used to send certain letters to the customer address, that this is to remind you that your so and so invoice or our so and so invoice become overdue by a margin of 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, whatever the due overdue, the margin days are there, they'll specify, and then this is a gentle reminder, kindly make a payment as soon as possible. So likewise they'll send a reminder letter to the customer. Now what is happening nowadays, we are in digital era, so what we are going to do now? Okay, so earlier also they used to have customers and all. Now how they used to manage, they manually everything was happening, so manually they need to check the registers and all, and then that's how they are going to so many people will involve in these all analysis and all, and then they'll finalize that these many customers have not made payment, they have crossed the due dates and still we have not received payment. Now nowadays these all things become very easy, and since people started using ERP, and now the activity which used to take 10 to 15 days and used to perform by several people, that is possible now. Those activities are completed by ERP within 2 minutes, within 3 minutes, within 1 minute, or within a fraction of second also, and only one person is able to perform. Now, so whatever activity they used to perform earlier, sending reminder to the customer, the same activities are there right now also in SAP. Also, we are having those functionality, those facilities, and that process or program, whatever you say, that is called dunning. SAP has given a dunning program. If you run this dunning program, what will happen? System is automatically, let's suppose here in SAP also, when we started using SAP, the same condition is there. In SAP also, once we switched on SAP, here also 90% of the customers are making payment on time and 10% of the customers are not making payment on time. So say for example, there are so many customers and or let's suppose we'll take one example here, XYZ Limited. Okay, now we are having some amount. Now these amount become due. This is not due. This is due. This is not due. This is not due, and this is due. Due means due or overdue, whatever you say. Or this is overdue. Let's suppose this is also overdue. This is also overdue. Now, so what will happen? Due means 30th. Okay, but additional, we have given additional 5 days. It means item is going to be after 35th days only will remind the customer, because we have given additional 5 days. Now, so here forget about this additional 5 days. We'll talk about due date only. Okay, we'll talk about due date. It means on 30th the items we are eligible to get payment from customer. Okay, now so if whatever the line items are there, whatever invoices are there, if it become 31 days old, it means 30 days that will be treated as a due item, but from 31st days onwards it will be treated as a overdue item. This is overdue item. So till 30th we have to wait, and from 31st onwards, let's suppose we are eligible to remind customer. Okay, say for example we are not having any what to say grace period right now. So here what is happening, this is the customer, and this customer is having several invoices we have sent to the customer. Okay, because every customers will keep on making purchase every now and then. Let's suppose 5 days, sorry, today they have purchased, after 5 days again they are going to raise another requirement, again after 10 days they can purchase something, so they keep on purchasing. So every time whenever they are going to purchase, as per their purchase we have sent the invoices and all, and whenever we are going to send the invoices at that point of time we are going to make invoice posting. So every invoice will have a different posting date, and that is why based on the posting date, system is going to derive a different due date. Okay, so for the same customer, some of the invoices will be overdue, some of the invoices will not due, some of the invoices will be due. Okay, so here this is the condition. Now here, what is the benefit of this dunning program? If we talk about 40-50 years back, people used to analyze one by one manually. Okay, for this customer, these many invoices we have sent. So this is overdue. It means for this we need to send a reminder. For this item also we need to send a reminder. For this item also we need to send a reminder. What will happen now? So what will happen then? They will, somebody type, some typist will be there. They are going to type letter and all, and they'll send the customer that okay, these are the invoice number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, let's suppose These are the invoices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So they will send that. Okay, invoice. They'll write a letter. Invoice number 1, 4, and 5 is overdue. Kindly make payment to avoid penalty and all. They'll type. Now in SAP, what is happening here? We need to run a dunning program. SAP has given a dunning program. If we run this dunning program, system is going to filter automatically, and system is going to pick this line item, this line item, and this line item. System will generate a dunning letter automatically. System will generate a letter automatically, and in that system is going to find out only overdue item. This item become overdue, that will be selected by system. This item will be overdue, this will be selected by system. And this item is overdue, this will be also selected by system. And automatically a letter also will be generated. System is going to select only these three items. Whatever the overdue items are there, that will be selected by system automatically. And for these items, system is going to generate dunning letter, in the sense reminder letter. And then we are going to, that is a different thing, whether we are going to send a soft copy or hard copy, that is the decision made by organizations and all. But automatically the letter will be generated by system. A soft copy also will be generated by system automatically for every customers. And then one by one, it's a, there will be certain people who is going to send these all letters to the customers one by one. Okay. So now here it's very much like we'll be able to save our time saving process is there, because and apart from this, earlier lots of people used to involve to find out these all overdue items and all, and there will be so many people involved for typing the letters and all, and again it was like a very huge task. Now the effort was minimized, and whatever effort used to take place some 40-50 years back, right now it is reduced by almost 95%, you can say. Okay. So overall, dunning means sending a reminder to the customer. It's a program. If we run this program, what will happen? System automatically is going to identify all the overdue item based on the criteria which we have given. What criteria we have given? Those criteria we are going to give during configuration. We have to configure this dunning first. We have to do configuration. There we are going to what to say, give certain criteria based on what system is going to find out, which item is eligible for dunning, in the sense which item is eligible for reminder and which items are not eligible for reminders. These things, because SAP is nothing but a software, it's a tools, or you can say it's a machine, it's not man. Okay. So whatever things we are going to specify, whatever the criteria we are going to mention, based on that itself, system is going to identify which line items are eligible for reminders and which are not eligible, which are not, for which line items we are going to send reminders and all. So this is all about dunning, guys. And now we'll start the configuration. And once the configuration done, then we'll run this running program, and then I'll let you know how it is going to be run and how system is going to identify the due item, overdue item, or whatever it is, and how the letters are being generated and all. Okay. So let me log in first. So first of all we have to do configuration. We have to complete the configuration part. Once the configuration part is completed, then only we can run the end user part. So in order to configure, we are going to define dunning procedure. In procedure, we are going to give all those criteria. So how to define dunning procedure? The transaction code is FBMP. FBMP. This is the transaction code by which we can define our dunning procedure. So in procedure, we are going to give all the criteria. Click on new procedure. Now here I'm going to give TM04, any code, 4-digit code you can give. Okay, for Tata Motor I have given. Now here few details we are going to give. Dunning interval in days. Okay, so dunning interval in days, let's suppose I have given 10 days. Okay, so what is the use of this dunning interval in days? Say for example, see this item become overdue. Okay, and we have sent a reminder to the customer. We have sent a reminder to the customer, and still payment, we have not received payment. So this is the first reminder. Now what will happen? Once again we are going to remind. Second reminder we'll have to send, isn't it? Third reminder we have to send. So now sending reminder doesn't mean that unlimited reminder we are going to send. There should be certain limitations. Even after, let's suppose, 4 reminder also I have sent. Even after fourth reminder also, if we have not received payment, it means customer is no more, they're not having any sort of intention to make our whatever the payment is there. Due amount is there, whatever the amount is there, that they are not going to make payment. So either what will happen then in that case, organization is going to transfer this case to their legal team and they are going to take actions, legal actions and all, that is a different thing. So how many reminders we want to send? And one more thing, if you want to send reminder, let's suppose first letter we have sent on 01/01/2017, 1st Jan. Okay. Now second letter, it doesn't mean that you are going to send 2nd Jan. There should be certain gap. So how much gap is required? Let's suppose if there is a decision that we need to wait at least 10 days. So it means on 11th 01, second letter we are going to send. For third days again 10 days, so maybe 21st or 22nd 01 2017. And likewise on 1st of February we are going to send the third reminder. So this is what this dunning interval in days, in the sense after how many, after how many days, what should be the interval between, what should be the gap between whatever the letter we are going to send. So 10 days, that's what I have given here. And number of dunning levels, how many time we are going to send this reminder. I told you guys 4 time, 2 time, 3 time, whatever you want. Generally minimum what is there, most likely people will give minimum 2 and maximum 4. This much I have seen as of now from organizations, that some people says that okay, minimum 2 reminder we are going to send, and some people says okay, 4 reminders we are going to send. Okay, so here number of dunning level means how many times we are going to send this reminders, and dunning interval in days means what should be the gap between these all reminders. I think it should be very much clear to you guys, nothing is there in that. And then one more thing, we are going to specify the days in arrear and grace period, the both are having the similar kind of functions. So what is happening, if you have any kind of, let's suppose here, now what we say is, okay, we'll talk about, this is an invoice which we have sent to the customer. This invoice was sent on 01, let's say for example 01/01/2017, and if the terms of payment is like 30 days, So it is going to be due on 38th 01 2017. Okay. And now if we are on like 05/02 2017, if the current date is 5th of February, it means this item will be treated as a overdue item. Forget about these all things. Okay, this is your customer. So now here what is going to happen? So now this 1000 worth of invoice we have sent to the customer. This invoice was sent on 1st. Now, and we have given them a deadline of 30 days, in the sense after 30 days we expect a payment from customer, and even it is 5th of February still. So here we are on 5th of February. So that's what this item will be treated as a overdue. So even on 5th of February also, even on one second. Even on 5th of February also, let's suppose if we have not received this payment and all, it means what will happen? We have to send a reminder to the customer. So if we are going to send reminder, what will happen? Okay, I was explaining about grace period generally. Okay, so here now on 38th this item become due, and plus 5 days we have given, to the customer, that you can take additional 5 days for payment. It means this item this item will be eligible for reminder from 5th onwards, because 31st will be the first grace days, then 1st of February, then 2nd of February, then 3rd of February, and then 4th of February. On 4th of February, our 5 deadline grace days is going to expire, and from 5th of February onwards this will be treated, this will be eligible for it will be eligible for sending reminder. So what is happening here? Grace period we are going to give here 5 days. Let's suppose 5 days grace period we are going to give, and then here interest indicators and all, we are not going to use any interest indicator. We will not calculate interest. Generally we are going to charge penalty. What is this? I'll explain one by one. And here what is happening, we'll apply check mark here, and public holiday calendar, standard calendar. Generally this calendar is defined by HR people. Sometime what is happening, let's suppose 5 days we have given, so it depends, 5 days including holidays or excluding holidays, whatever additional 5 days we are going to give, whether it is including holiday or excluding holiday. So how system will identify including holiday or excluding holiday? So for that a calendar will be specified, a calendar will be there. That calendar is generally defined by HR consultant. So if you want, you can give any public holiday calendar here, that is standard, which is already given by SAP, that I have given. Anyway, press enter. Okay, now once you press enter, then what will happen here? A reference data, in reference data, system has automatically updated this dunning procedure. Whatever the code is there, that is updated here automatically. Why it is updated? Because we are not going to use any reference. Any reference in the sense, like let's suppose whenever you generate letter, dunning letter is generated. So let's suppose we are going to define this dunning procedure for Tata Motor, and we have already done this configuration, or already dunning procedure is defined for Tata Steel, and which is running smoothly. If the similar letter we want to generate, similar letter which is like whatever letter is being used by Tata Steel, if the similar letter we want to generate, then what will happen? We are going to give Tata Steel dunning procedure in reference field. So whatever form we have linked with Tata Steel, the same form will be copied for Tata Motor also. At this point of time, you guys will be not able to understand. I'll let you know once I reach that till dunning form, then you'll be having better understanding. Now, nothing we are going to give here. You just one by one will check here. Click on dunning level. Once you click on dunning level, then here nothing we are going to do. Just you need to understand this one. So for dunning level I have defined, it means first, second, third, and fourth. So what is happening here? The first letter will be sent on fifth day. How system is calculating this fifth day? Let's suppose 38th it is going to be due. So system is saying that after 5 days. Okay. So let's suppose on 5th of February first letter is going to be sent, and then 10 days interval also I have given. It means after 10 days the second letter. It means 15th of February 2017, its second letter is going to be generated. So this is on 5th day and this is on 15th day. Then after 10 days on 25th, the third letter will be sent, and 35th day, fourth letter will be sent. That's what your system is saying. Okay. We are not going to calculate interest and all. What we are going to do, we'll click on charges. Click on charges here and give currency, in which currency charges are going to be calculated. I've given INR. Give your dunning level 1, 2, 3, 4. How much penalty? Let's suppose if we are going to send dunning letter to the customer, it means why we are going to send, because they have not made payment on time. So if they have not made payment on time, and say for example, if we send any letter through courier and all, so that is additional cost. That is extra, a kind of, we have to make payment to the courier department. Okay. So say for example, we are going to charge 50 rupees on first, 50 rupees for second, and 100 rupees for third level, and 100 rupees for fourth level. This kind of penalty, small amount we can charge, because whatever our cost is there, that we are going to charge from customer. Sorry, here we are not going to give this. We are going to give this here, dunning charges, 50 rupees. Second time if you send reminder also 15 rupees, 50 rupees itself. Third time if we send 100 rupees, and fourth time if we send 100 rupees, we are going to charge. Okay. Now what will happen if you want to give any additional criteria, that 50 rupees will be charged. 50 rupees will be charged on which amount 50 rupees will be charged? Let's suppose if the invoice amount is less than 100 rupees, if the invoice amount is less than 100 rupees, then there should not be any dunning charges. So here we can give 100 rupees. Here also you can give 100 rupees. Here also you can give 100 rupees. Likewise we can give. Okay. From which amount this charges will be calculated? So if the amount is 100 or more than 100, then you can give these criteria here. Okay. And how much we are going to charge? 50 rupees, 100 rupees, like that amount we can specify. Even if you want to charge percentage, like whatever the total amount is there, of that 1% penalty, 2% penalty. So in percentage we can also charge, but generally percentage is not being applied, because if the amount is bigger, then in that case, like percentage, if you have given 2%, 3%, then penalty will be huge. So generally small charges itself initially people will apply. And generally what happens, if any kind of customer is there who is not able to make payment on time, then what will happen? People will avoid these kind of customer, and they are going to discontinue their businesses after receiving the amounts and all. Anyway, so this is how here we are going to apply this dunning charges. Then click on minimum amount, give your currency, and this is here generally minimum amount. If you want to apply restrictions that dunning letters should be generated, let's suppose we have run this dunning program, and the overdue item, whatever the overdue item is there, the overdue item is worth for total amount is 500 rupees only. So this 500 rupees is it's like negligible amount. For this we cannot send a reminder to the customer, because if you talk about any organization, there is no value of 500 or 1000 rupees worth of transactions, because they are going to send invoices in lakhs, 20 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs, like that. Okay, so here what will happen, we can specify certain amount. Generally this case does not happen, but SAP has given this functionality that you can specify certain amount, that if the total, if you run this dunning program and total overdue item is less than 500 or 1000, then we are not going to send any reminder to the customer. So this is what we are going to do here. The major important thing is dunning test. I am not going to give any amount here. Now I have to explain here dunning text. What is there in dunning text? First of all, give your company code TM04. Give your company code TM04 and keep your account type customer itself and press enter. Because reminder we always send for customers itself generally. Once you press enter, click on new entry. Okay. Company code TM04 I have given. TM04 has came, apply a check mark here and then save it. Click on save. Now click on back button, make it yes, enter. Now, so here what is happening? Now what is the use of, sorry, not this one here. Once again you need to click on dunning text, guys, and give your company code and press enter. So once you press enter, then this kind of a screen should appear. Okay, this kind of a screen should appear. Now give here dunning level 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dunning levels are there. Now here what is happening generally if we run this dunning program, then system is going to generate a dunning letter automatically. But what should be the contents in that letter? Okay, what should be the contents in that letter? In the sense like, dear customer, this is to notify you that your so and so amounts or so and so invoice become, or so and so invoice number XYZ become overdue. Kindly make payment as soon as possible to avoid penalty, and all these kind of some text will be specified. So this is the standard text will be there for every customer. This much standard text will be there, and then after system is going to copy the line item which is overdue. So what will happen, these all standard text, what text should be printed, that will be generally what will happen, a form will be created, dunning form will be created by your technical consultant. That is not your work. What will happen, a technical consultant is going to create a dunning form, and he will give you a form ID like this. Okay, whatever text we want to specify in the letter, the text will be given by your client. I'll let you know how the text will be given by client, which kind of text comes, because I have to add one real time scenario from Dunning. I'll give you guys one scenario so that you'll be having a better clarification. Right now, what is happening? We are not having any form here because we are not having any technical consultant with us. So we are going to use standard form given by SAP. This is the form code, the standard form we are going to give here. This is the standard form we are going to assign. Okay, this is the standard form we are going to assign. Now what will happen here? So now see here, this form I have assigned. Generally in real time, what will happen? In real time, this form will be created by technical consultant. He is going to specify all the text which we want to be copied on Dunning letter. Okay. So how he is going to create that we don't know, because we are not the technical consultant. He will create a form and he is going to give us a code, form code. This code we are going to specify here. Once you give, then click on back button and save it. Press enter. So this is how we have created our procedure, whatever the criteria, the maximum criteria which is required, I have given here. Okay. And this is how we have to create our Dunning procedure. So that's all in configuration part, guys. That's all in configuration part. In next session, I'll run this end user part, in the sense Dunning program I have to run, and then I'll show you guys how system is going to identify the due date, due item, overdue item, and how we are going to generate the Dunning letters and all. So that's all in this session. Okay, now there is a question. As the number of Dunning level increases, can we increase the interval days? I'll let you know here. See, interval days, why you are going to increase? Interval days has nothing to do with, what to say, Dunning level. Dunning level means if I have given, let's suppose, if I have given Dunning level 5, okay, I'll tell you guys. First of all, this Dunning level is having only one digit length. It means maximum Dunning level we can give 9. That may be interview question, and this I have already added in my list. So whenever I'll share you guys interview question and answer, so this will be there. Don't worry. Now, if you're talking about Dunning interval, let's suppose somebody says that for me Dunning what to say level will be 5. In the sense, 5 times they are going to send reminder. So what should be the gap of sending reminder? Every between each reminder there should be a gap of 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days. This is how they are going to decide. It's not like that they are going to say that first Dunning letter for first I am going to send, like let's suppose first letter we have sent today, second we are going to send after 20 days, and third we are going to send after 30 days, fourth we are going to send after 40 days. These options are not there in SAP. Okay, only fixed options are there. It means first, if you have given Dunning interval days 10 days, it means first if you have sent today, then second after 10 days, third after 10 days, fifth, fourth after 10 days, and fifth after 10 days only. Okay, so there is no relation between this interval days and what to say Dunning level. If you want to increase, you can increase. It's up to you. Anything can be, even Dunning level also can be increased, and Dunning interval days also can be increased. But generally it is decided, this is one time configuration. Once it is decided by organization, it will keep on going for a longer period. After maybe 10 years, 15 years, there may be some if their management has decided to increase or decrease something, at that point of time again they'll contact the support team for this change in Dunning procedures and all.